And today we are going to discuss about problems, number of problems. I think we already learn about the concepts of operators and everything, conditional statements, control statements, break, continue, and everything. Now we are going to be focus on a number of problems on that, a number of problems on only particular numbers. That is going to be only we are not using any lists or not any strings here. Just we are going to focus on the programs on the numbers, purely on numbers. Okay, and here the basic program I'm going to tell you every time the basic problem, and the basic problem from that you have to I have to give small tasks on that and you have to do it. Okay, the first one is going to be the multiplication table. The base problem is going to be the multiplication table. I'm going to tell you that how I'm going to write it, and later on that you have to focus on the simple problems on that. Okay. For example, now I'm going to explain the question here. I'm going to explain the question. For example, input is going to be 5. Input is going to be 5 and the output is like this. 5 is equal to 5. 15, this is going to be 20 and 25, 30, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and this is going to be 100. Going to be 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 50, 11, 10, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Question is going to be like this, and I'm going to write like this. That means if I give 5 here, just simply I'm going to print the 5 table up to 20s here, up to 20s. Okay, now simply for example I'm going to read a number. There is only one input here. I'm going to read a number like this and I'm going to print here. I know exactly how many times I'm going to print here. For example, this value is going to be 5. I'm always going to be print 5 only. And here just look at here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 up to 20 here, right? Just I'm going to write a for loop here. Why I'm going for loop here? I know exactly how many times I'm going to print here. I'm going to start at 1 and I'm going to stop at 20. That's why I'm going to write here for I in arrange a range of I'm going to start at 1 and I'm going to stop at 20. That's why I'm going to write 21 there. I already discussed about why I'm writing 21 here. Why? Because always it is working like this only. That means it is I is less than 21 only. That means less than 21 means that is going to be up to 20 only. That's why I'm writing here at 20 plus 1 that is going to be 21. Just simply I'm going to print what is I value. If I'm going to execute it, if I'm going to give 5 or any number, the output is going to be 1, 2, 3 up to 20 here. Yes, very simple for loop. This is going to be printing the I value from 1 to 20. Don't give like this. If you give like this, it is going to be starting from 20. 0, it is going to be start from 0 here. It is going to be start from 0. That's why we have to start at 1 here. We have to start at 1 and we have to stop at 20. That's why I'm going to give 21 here. And now I am going to these values always the 20 times the values of the n value is the same, that is not changed here. Now I am going to print a num comma I here. If I am going to execute it, if I give 5 or any number, just look at here, 5 1 5 2 5 3 up to 520 here. Okay, yes, half of the part is done here, half of the part is done. Just simply I am going to print what is the result here. What is the result? The result is going to be n value is 5 and I value is 1, and I am going to multiply both n and I here, then it becomes I here. For now in the next step I becomes 2, then I am going to change the value here, I 5 comma 2, then I am going to multiply 5 into 2, then it is going to be 10. Then I becomes 3 and 5 3s are, that is going to be 15 here. Then simply I am going to write here num into I. If I am going to execute it, if I give 5 here, just look at here, 5 1 5 5 2 10 5 3 15, like this it is going to be printing here. But I want the output like this, into and is equal to, and there is some spaces like this. Simply for that, just simply that is going to be a, normally I am going to write like this. And here also I am going to, I want one more is equal to symbol, right? That's why I am going to write like this. If I am going to execute, if I give 5 here, it is going to be print like this. If I give any number, it is going to be printed. I am going to give 3 table here, it is going to be print 3 table. For example, if I give 6 here, it is going to be 6 table. Okay, like this it is going to be print the table. Is it clear, everyone? Is there any doubts in this program?
Clear, sir.
If you have any doubt, just ask me and I will explain it. Just simply these
Clear,
values
sir.
are for decoration only. Okay, that is not doing any multiplication and not equal to, just decoration only. I am going to print that. Just everyone note it down. Multiplication table. This is the base problem. This is the base problem for next upcoming problems. Whenever you are writing a program, just you have to write this program, and this is going to be the sample input. This is the sample output for this is going to be the sample input. You have to write every time what is the input and what is the output of this program. Here I am going to read a number. Just simply I am going to write one for loop, and I am going to print num comma I comma num into I. That's it. If you have any doubt on that, if you have any doubt here, just please ask me and I will explain it again. Sir, why you are writing like this? Okay, then now I am going to give you a simple task on that, and you have to do it. Very simple task. Again, and I am saying that it is going to be a very simple task, and you have to do it. Just simply, this is the program only. This is the program. I am going to give 5 only, and I am going to print this 20. No doubt about that. And here a small child is there to by heart all these things. We have to separate it for five parts. It is going to be separated with five parts like this. I want an extra new line. I want an extra new line after every five numbers. Five fives are, five tens are, five fifteens or five twenties like this. I'm going to print the output like this. Can anyone do it now? Just you have to do it and you have to post in the WhatsApp group. Then I will going to check this one. Yes, this is the base program for that. This is the base program for that. You have to give a simple modifications on that and you have to get the output like this. I want the output like this. Is the question is clear, everyone? If the question is clear, then only you can write the program on that. If you are not understanding the question, just ask me and I will explain it again. Okay, then write the code, everyone. Just try to write the code. Just mute it. We are writing continue here. Durga Satish.
Yes, sir.
We are writing that continue. You are going to print an extra space here, an extra new line here.
Okay, sir.
సార్ నేను పెట్టాను చూడండి సార్.
If there is a mistake, then only I will discuss with you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
సార్ గ్యాప్ ఓన్లీ 5 దగ్గర రావాలి సార్, లేకపోతే ఇచ్చిన నంబర్ వాల్యూ దగ్గర రావాలి సార్?
Only after five numbers. Only after five numbers.
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే సార్. నేను
Yes, sir.
నంబర్ వాల్యూ దగ్గర పెట్టాను సార్.
Friends, only less responses. Only 10 people. Only 10 people.
సార్ నాది పర్లేదా సార్?
Okay, okay. For example, this is the 3 table also you have to write. If this is the 3 also, you have to break at 5 only, not on the table.
అవునా?
Shweta, there is a wrong in your problem, right? Okay, yeah, I'm going to discuss you. We can do it in a number of ways. We can do it in a number of ways. Here we can write for loop instead of for loop. We can write while loop also. No problem for that. But whenever, for example, we are thinking that when I am going to reach 5, for example, I am going to write here if I is equal to 5, I am going to print a new line extra. I'm going to print a new line. The basic property of the print is automatically takes a new line. If I write like this, automatically takes a new line. If I'm going to write like this, if I'm going to give 5 here, it is giving only one space here. It is only giving one space, that is also before 5 it is going to be print. Here I'm not equal to 5 for every time. For example, if it is a 5, 10, 15, 20, that is a 5 multiples, exactly multiples. That's why here I am going to write I mod I have to write I mod 5 is equal to 0. Then only I am going to write this one. For example, if you are writing like this, it is going to be print a new extra line before 5, not after 5, before 5. Why here we are executing this line before the printing here. That means when it is coming, the value is going to be 5 here. The value is going to be 5. That means it is already printing up to 4. Now the I value is going to be 5 and it is going to be checking here and it is going to be print the new line. Then it is going to be print the 5 here. That is the mistake some students just simply we have to write after this one. After this print statement, after the 5 also 5, then I have to check is it a 5 modulus, then I am going to execute it. If I am going to give 5 here, it is going to be print like this. Okay, for example, if I give any number, it is going to be divided into parts like this, 5 parts. Okay, I can write like this also. For example, the input is going to be like this. Then I'm going to write, for example, if it is going to be a 6, if it is going to be a 6, I'm going to give 5 here. Then no, here, not here. It is 6, it is going to be a problem, no doubt. it is going to be a 5 only, it is going to be perfect. And for example, I am going to give you here, for example, if it is a 3 table, I am going to cut up to 3 only, up to 3 only. For that, I am going to write here, if I is divisible by that number, if I am going to give here 4 here, it is going to be cut into 4 parts, into the 4 parts. If it is the input is going to be 3 here, it is going to be cut into 3 parts. Okay. If the last one is going to be only two values. Okay. Like this, so we can write in this way. If the based on the question, we are going to modify if it is the 5 parts or n parts. If it is in n parts, we have to write n, and if it is 5 parts or 4 parts, we have to write the given number exactly. Okay. For example, if I am going to give here, the value, that means I am going to cut the program based on the number. For example, this is the 5 table I am going to print, and I am going to give a new line every time for 3 here. That means here the 2 values are in a single line. The 2 values are going to be single line. For that, I am going to write here num comma some value is equal to num comma value is equal to, I have to write like this, int comma map of int comma input of dot split of. In this way, we are going to read the multiple values in a single line. We already discussed about this one. Whenever the inputs are going to be like this in a single line, we have to read the values like this. Num comma value is equal to map of int comma input of dot split off. Now simply I am going to divide with the value here. If I am going to execute like this, if it is a 5 and a 3, I am going to cut it. I am going to cut the value into the table into 3 parts. 3 parts based on the student's memory. For example, I am going to very less memory here. I am going to give only 5 and 2. The student has to be remember two values only. I am going to write like this. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Just note it down.
Clear, sir.
Just this line, I am going to read 2 values here in a single line. For example, if it is going to be like this 5, then in the next line it is going to be 3. That is not a problem. Then simply I am going to read num is equal to int of input of, value is equal to int of input of. But the input is going to be like this. The 2 values are in a single line. Then we have to read like this using the map function. Okay, going to the next question. Again, there are only 2 values. Simple, the extension of the same problem. Here, there is only single value. There is only single value. There is only single value here, the table name. And here we have to observe, if the result is even, if the result, this is the result, okay, this value is the result, num into I. If this value is going to be the even number, I want an extra line. I'm not for only 2 here. For example, if it is a 3 table, then it is going to be in a different manner, right? the result is even number, if the result is even number, I want an extra line. I want an extra line here. Simple modification here I am writing. The result is even number. If the result is even number, I want an extra line. That's why just listen the question first of all, students. Listen question first of all. Not into two parts. Not into two parts. That is already done. That is already done. I am going to tell you that I want an extra line if the result is even. For example, if I go for a 3 table, this is going to be 3, then it is going to be 6. I want a new line, and the next one is going to be, for example, if it is a 7 table, 7 is an odd one, and the next one is going to be 14. Then I want an extra line, then 21. Yes, 21 is not a even number. Then it is going to be 28. I want a new extra line. I am going to write on the even number every time. Even number. The result is even. We are going to check that if the result is going to be an even here. Just simply I have to write if num star I, you have to maintain a bracket like this, and this is going to be an even number. This is going to be an even number. I am going to print a new line. For example, here I am going to give, what is that? I'm going to read only one value, right? I'm going to read it. Input of, I'm going to give the value like this. If it is an even number, automatically it is going like this. A simple program that is not a typical one, just simple program. If the result is even number, just you want to print another extra new line, Where is the result? Bhavani, where is the result? The result is not stored in any variable. This is the result. If you are storing the result in res variable, then you can do it. Good. Now again, now we are going to read two values. You are going to read two values. For example, 5 and 10. 5 and 10. I want to print up to 10 only. Up to 10 only. Here I have to read two values. Here I am going to read two values. You have to print, I am going to print 5 table up to 10. If it is going to be 15, I am going to print 5 table up to 15. Okay, if it is going to be 100, I am going to print 5 table up to 100. That means 500 is equal to like that. Here I am going to write 5 10. Then it is going to be print 5 ones to 5 tens. Just everyone do it. If the question is not clear, just ask me again and I will explain it. A simple question here. Just instead of printing up to 10, that means it is a static value here. That means every table it is going to be print only up to 20s. But I don't want like that. Based on the requirement, I am going to print here. The table is going to be print up to 10 times. 10, for example, what is that? Up to 10s. If I want 20, I am going to print like that. You have to read in a single line here. You have to read in a single line first of all. The inputs are in a single line and you have to read it. And then you have to write the logic.
Submit on comment box. Sir, I will submit on comment box. Sir.
Good. Take the attendance. Sai Charan. Sai Charan. You have to read the two values in a single line first of all. That is going to be like this. Map of int comma input of split of. You have to write like this. For example, this is going to be a range. This is going to be a range. Num comma range. You have to read in a single line. What you are writing here, just simply you are writing, especially one student. If I is equal to a, then you have to write like this. You have to write break like this. The mistakes I am going to teach you every time. If I am going to execute it, if I give 5 and 10, yes, what is that? A is not, sorry. It's going to be range. So I am going to give 5 here, 5 and 10. Yes, it is working perfectly. Yes, we are thinking that yes, my output is perfect. But here, if I am going to execute it, 5 and 25, I want 5 table up to 25 here. It is going to be print up to only 20 here. That is the mistake here. Why? Because you are writing only up to 20. That's why that is the mistake here.
Okay, sir.
R+1, sir.
Mute it. The same again. Nag also same. The same problem.
రేంజ్ ప్లేస్ లో 21 ప్లేస్ లో R+1
Wait.
తీసుకున్నాం.
Deepak, you are sending the previous problem output.
Sir,
You are sending the previous problem output, not this program.
సార్ 2 దగ్గర డివైడ్ చేయమన్నారు కదా సార్, అదే ఈవెన్ నెంబర్స్ దగ్గర.
That is the last program. This is not that program.
ఓకే సార్.
Here we have to print up to 10 tens. For example, if it is a 5 table and this is going to be the 10 here, that means I am going to start at 5 ones to 5 tens here. That is the question. Please put in the group here, everyone. A simple thing here, instead of this 21, we have to write that R+1. Some students are writing just R only. That is the mistake. First of all, that is going to be the mistake here. If I am going to execute it, if I give here 5 and 10, it is going to print up to 9 only. That is one mistake here. We have to, if you are giving R here, it is stopped before that number. That's why we have to give here R+1. Then it is going to be print. Then it is going to be print up to the 10 also. Up to the 10 also. Okay. And once,
సార్ ఇన్పుట్ R-1 తీసుకొచ్చా సార్. సార్
no, the input is always going to be like this. That is going to be like this only. That means the input is standard. You have to write according to that input. That means you are thinking that you are going to take here like this 11 and I am going to print 10. The input is standard here. The input is 5 and 10 and we have to print up to 10. Is it clear?
ఓకే సార్.
Some students are going to be like this. If R is equal to I is equal to R, and you have to break like this. Here there is no need to break here. There is no need to break. If you are writing like this, then also it will be work. No doubt about that. If I am going to give here 5 and 10, it is going to be print like this. But here there is no need of break. Here we are writing the loop on that only, right? Here it is going to be print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to R here. You are writing already, then automatically it is going to be break. There is no need to write this condition here. When you are going to be write like this, if you go for any infinite loop, for example, I am going to write the same program using while loop. I am going to write the same program using a while loop here. For example, while true, that means this is going to be an infinite loop always. It is going to be an infinite loop always. Then it is going to be I is equal to 1. I have to start here. And always I am going to increment, and always I am going to increment I plus is equal to 1. I plus is equal to 1. If I am going to execute it, if I give 10 and 5, and it is going to be print like this. Is it clear? Here, what I am doing here, I am going to take initially value 1 here, and I am going to print n into, that is 5 ones. 5 ones it is going to be print. Then it is going to be check here is what is I value? I value is equal to it is checking that 1 is equal to 5. No. Then it becomes 2. Then it is going to be print 5 twos are also. Then it is going to check with is 2 is equal to 5. No. Then I becomes 3. Then it is going to be print 5 threes are. Then it is going to be check here like this. Then after that the value is going to be 4. Then it is going to be print 5 fours are also. Then it is going to be checking here is 4 is equal to 5. No. And if I'm going to give 5 here incremented as 5, then it is going to be printing 5 fives are. 5 fives are. Then it is going to be checked that is 5 is equal to 5. Yes. Then it is coming out of the loop. Then it is coming out of the loop. Is it clear? If you are writing like this, then it will be more understandable, more useful, the break statement. Just converting the program into the while loop. Instead of here also I can write the condition. This is going to be an infinite loop. If I am writing any infinite loop while true, definitely we have to mention a break in the body of the loop. No doubt about that. Okay, 100% you have to maintain break here. Instead of this condition, I am going to write. This is going to be the manual braking system, right? Manual braking system. To convert manual braking system into natural braking system, what is the opposite of I is equal to R?
I not equals to R.
I not equal to R.
Just simply I am going to write I not equal to R here. Sorry, capital letters. I not equal to R here. Just simply remove this one. If I am going to execute it, if I give 1 5 and 10, it is going to be print just what is missing here. I not equal to 1, not R plus 1. Okay, and that value also I want, right? That's why I'm going to write like this 5 into 10. Then it is going to be print up to that number. Just simply I'm going to write the condition like this. Yes, I can write like this also. What is that? If I is less than equal to R, I is less than equal to R also I can write like this. If it is 5 and 10, it is going to be print up to 10. This is also true. Why? Because for example, here what is I value? I value is initially 1. 1 is less than equal to 5, for example. Yes, 1 is less than equal to 5. For example, it is going to be 6. The I value is incremented like this. Then 6 is less than equal to 5. That is going to be false. That's why if I give here 5 and 5 is the input, it is going to print up to 5 5s are only. When you are coming into a while loop, it is more flexible to write the condition. I always prefer while loop. Okay, instead of writing for loop. For only simple case I am going for loop, and always I go for while loop only. Why? Because I can write the condition. Okay, and then I am going to write here. For example, I am going to write 3 inputs now. I am going to write 3 inputs now. That means R1, R2. There are 3 inputs now. 3 inputs means here 5, 3, 10. That means I have to start at always I am going to start at 1, right? Instead of that, I am going to start at 3, and I am going to start at 3, and I am going to stop at 50 here. I am going to stop at I am going to stop at 10 here. There are 2 ranges. This is the lower bound, and this is going to be an upper bound. Okay, I am going to start at 5 threes are, and I am going to stop at 5 tens are. Instead of I am going to write here, this is going to be an R2 here. Simply I am going to take here 3 values, num R1 comma R2. Num R1 and R2. There are three values, and I am going to start at R1 here. Instead of 1 here, I am going to start at R1. Okay, and I have to stop at R2. This is a simple program, very simple modification. We have to read R1 also, and instead of taking one value defaultly, I have to start at R1. I have to start at R1 and I have to stop at R2 here. If I am going to execute it, if I give three values, like this, it is going to be start at 3 and it is going to be stop at 10 here. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now I am going to give a simple task to you. The next program, the next two programs are going to be simple tasks on this one only, and you have to write the logic of that. Student, just listen carefully. Just listen carefully what I am going to teaching you. Okay, don't go for another works. Just be focused on what I am teaching here. Just try to understand. If I am fast or anything, just intimate me and I will just at the second I am going to slow down. The next program. Just listen carefully the question first of all. Just listen carefully the question. There are three inputs always. There are three inputs. If I am going to execute it, if it is a 5, 3 and 10, it is going to be print normally. Okay, it is going to be print 5 3s are 2, 5 10s are okay. And if I am going to execute it, can anyone guess here what is the output here? 5 10 3.
No output, sir.
It is going to be anyone students, anyone other student. If I am going to give here 5 10 3.
స్వాప్ చేయాలి సార్. అవుట్పుట్ అయితే రాదు సార్.
ప్లీజ్ ఓకేనా, రిలాక్స్ ఉండండి.
ఇన్ఫినిట్ లూప్ సార్.
Here there are two values. It is going to be what is the first value? What is the R1 value? R1 value is going to be 10, right? 10 is less than or equal to 3. Is it true?
No, sir.
No, right? Then it is going to be nothing is going to be print here. If some students know that what we have to do, just be relaxed and remaining students has to be talk here, okay? And here I want the output for that input also is very mandatory, okay? That means if I am going to execute it, I want the output for this type of inputs. That means here this is going to be a lower bound and upper bound. I want output for this one also. If the input is upper bound and lower bound, I want the same output. Here. I want the same output. If it is 10 to 3 or 3 to 10, that means this is going to be smaller and bigger. I want the output like this. If it is bigger and smaller also, I want the same output. Is the question is clear? Some students are thinking that Sarah is asking that for these type of inputs. No, I want this type and this type also. In a single program, I want the both outputs. If the input is smaller and bigger, I want the output, and I also bigger and smaller also I want the output. Is it clear? If the input is like this, I want the below output. If the input is, for example, like this also, I want the output. But here it is not printing anything, right? It is not printing anything. I want the same output for the two inputs. If the question is not clear, just ask me and I will explain it again. Students don't understand anything. Some students are thinking that if I am explaining that, they are think some other program. Don't think like that. If you have any doubt on the program, just ask me and I will explain it again. Don't think your own. You have to think your own, how to write a program only, not for the question. Is the question is clear?
Tell again, sir.
Just if I'm going to execute it, this is the input, right? That means I'm going to start at 5 3s are to 5 3s are to 5 10s are. Yes, it is printing. I want this output also. If the input is like this, if the input is a smaller value and bigger value, we have to print like this. Okay, it is printing for this case. For example, if the input is some simple program, they are going to be give like this. Some children are going to be like this. They are going to be give, it is going to be 5 10 and 3. That means this is also the same meaning of 5 3s are to 5 10s are. I want the same output, but it is not printing here. Yes, I want the output for this inputs also. For example, if I'm going to execute it again, For example, this is going to be 3 table and I am going to print here from 15 to 5. 15 table to 5. That means it is also the same of 3 5s are to 3 15s.
పెట్టండి సార్.
It is not printing anything. Just wait, I will check.
If
But it is
conditional
not
or
printing. Just whatever you want to write, just write and submit it. For example, if I give here the input is 5 and 15, yes, it is working normally. But whenever I am going to give 5 15 5, I want the same output. I want the same output. Here there is no need of I really. For example, I'm going to write here. This is going to be an R1 is less than equal to R2. Simply I can write here R1 and R1 plus is equal to 1. Yes, this is also the same output. There is no need of I here. And what is I? Just simply I have to write this is going to be an R1. It is going to be printing normally. There is no need to write R here. What is that? I here. Just simply we can write like this also. Now go for the settings and decrease that. What is that? Decrease the tab size. If there is going to be tab size, going to be something 4 or 8. That's why it is taking like this. That is going to be take tab size is equal to 1.
Okay, can I find settings, sir?
You can find here, I think, configure ideally. Where it is, keys. Extensions. What to find, I don't know exactly. We'll search on the Google and I will tell you, okay, how to change the
Yes.
settings.
Is my logic is correct?
Rating for I in range of 1 comma C plus 1 means it is going to be print from 1, right? But I don't want to print from 1 here.
And another if statement for that.
Where are you writing? If I is greater than equal to B, okay. B and C. Okay. There is no need to check here, right? Just we have to start with B and we have to stop at C. That is enough, right? There is no need to write a condition also. Directly we can write, assign it for I in range of B, comma C plus 1. There is no need to check for 1 to that one. Okay? Just modify that.
Okay.
Okay, good. The simple way is that here, just relax. For example, here I am going to read 3 numbers. First one is going to be a table, okay, no problem for that. And the second 2 numbers are range 1 and range 2, lower bound and upper bound. We are thinking that it is going to be a lower bound and upper bound. But here, that means it is going to be a small number and it is going to be a big number like this. If this is going to be like this, there is no problem for that. It is going to be executed normally. But if it is going to be 5 and 10 and 5, that is going to be the inputs, the what is that? The 10 is going to be the bigger value and the next one is going to be smaller value. If the input is going to be like this, this is going to be a problem here. It is not executing. Our program is always starting at R1, and I am going to stop at R2 here. Yes, if it is going to be small and big, I am going to start at R1 and I am going to stop at R2. If it is like this, I have to start at R2, I have to stop at R1. Simple thing, right? I have to stop at, for example, with the simple condition also we can write what is that if R1 is less than R2, if R1 is less than equal to R2, for example, we have to write like this. For example, it is going to be like this. Okay. Else, if it is R1 is greater than R2, then again we have to write the same loop. For example, there are 2 ways, right? There are 2 ways only. If it is R is less than R2, if R is greater than R2, and simply I'm going to start at R2 and I'm going to stop at R1. Instead of writing like this, I'm going to write like this. If I'm going to execute it, yes, this is going to be working normally. If I'm going to execute it, if it is 3, 15 and 5, for this one, just a mistake. What is that? Here I have to maintain as R2 here. Just observe here, yes, this is also working and this is also working here. 3, 5 and 15. This is also working and this is also working. That means there are only two cases here. If there is two cases, you have to go for if and else. Just simply it is going for if and else. I am writing two loops here. What is that? If it is if R1 is less than equal to R2, I have to start at R1 and I have to stop at R2. Okay. If that means if R1 is greater than R2, that means if it is like this, I have to start at R2 and I have to stop at R1. That's it, nothing else, right? Nothing else. This is the simple way, and using one loop also we can write it. Using one loop also I can write it. How I am going to write? Just observe here. For example, the values are going to be like this. These two values, if it is going to be small and big, no problem for us. Whenever we are facing the problem, if it is big and small, if it is big and small, that means R1 is big, R2 is small. That is the condition, right? If R1 is big, R2 is small, then what I have to do? I have to swap, for example, if I'm going to swap these values into like this. For example, these values are going to be like this. I'm going to swap these two values, then there is no problem at all. Okay. In Python, we can very easily, we are going to swap the two numbers very easily like this. R1 comma R2 is equal to R2 comma R1. That's it. There is no need to write any another variable here. Just simply I am going to swap R1 comma R2 is equal to R2 comma R1. That means what is the value inside R2 that is going into R1? What is the value inside R1 that is going to be R2 here? If I am going to execute it, if this is the normal input, yes, it is working normally. If I am going to execute it, if this is the input, for this one also it is executing normally. Is it clear, everyone? Just simply I am going to swap the two numbers when R1 is greater than R2. Okay. For example, if for this input, that means R1 is less than R2, I am not doing anything. Just simply it is starting from here and it is stopping from here up to here. If it is like this, then only I am going to do like this. If R1 is greater than R2, I am going to swap these two numbers. Then it is working normally. Okay. Now I am going to give a very simple extension of this program. Just I'm going to delete this thing. Okay. I'm going to delete this thing. If the input is like this, you are going to print this one. If the input is like this, I want in the reverse order. For that means it is going to be 5 tens is going to be first. If this is the input, okay. And in the same program, if this is the input, I want the output like this. The reverse order. Is the question is clear? Just try to write it, everyone. The question is clear. And I'm going to put one condition. What is that? You have to write only using one loop, not with two loops. First of all, try to write two loops. Just try to convert that two loops into one loop. Yes. If the input is smaller and bigger, I want the output as normally, no doubt about that. If the input is like this, the input is like this, that is going to be bigger and smaller. I have to start at 10 and I have to stop at 3 here. The question is clear, everyone? Is the question is clear? If you have any doubt on the question, just ask and I will explain it again. The input is like this 5, 3, 10. I am going to start at 3 and I am going to stop at 10. For example, if it is going to be like this, bigger and smaller, I am going to start at 10. Every time I am going to start at 10 and I am going to stop at 3. Here also, I have to start at 3 and I have to stop at 10. For this, what we have to do? We have to write using a single loop. Is it clear? The question is clear, I think, everyone.
Sir, I am done with 2 loops.
Okay, try to write using single loop. How I am going to convert it?
Sir, I write by using while loop, sir.
Yes, we can use any loop, no doubt about that. We can use while loop or for loop, whatever you want, you can write it.
I post to your WhatsApp group, sir.
There is no lists or nothing is there. You have to write using only single numbers. That is not any lists or anything. Try to execute in your systems, everyone. Try to execute in your systems and do it. Manju, is it working for normal input? You are checking for this case only. You are checking for this case only. Check for this case also. I want the output for both the inputs, both type of inputs. I want the output.
Sir, check mine. I just reduced to 1 loop.
What is your name?
Nah,
Just execute in your system. I think you are working in system, right? Just give this input
Sir, I'm done.
and then this input also. You are giving only one input,
Yes.
I think. Send me the two outputs.
No, sir.
If I give this input,
I'm
if
done
I,
with two.
if I give this input, I want this output, forward direction. If I give this input, I want in the backward direction. Using single loop, you have to do it. No, that is not correct, right? Who is this? Manju, that is not correct, right? If it is smaller and bigger, if it is smaller and bigger, I want in a forward direction. I have to start at 3 and I have to stop at 10. If I give here 10 and 3, I have to start at 10 and I have to stop at 3.
Okay, sir.
Salaja, you done with the 2 loops. I'm asking that here for 1 loop. Just try for this program using one for loop, one any loop, not for loop or while loop, anything, whatever you want. Just try for this program. That means here, if it is bigger and smaller, anytime, if it is, I'm going to start at R1, I have to stop at R2. If it is smaller or bigger, I don't want. Okay, I want to start at this number and I have to stop at this number. If it is bigger and smaller, if it is bigger or smaller also, I have to start at 10 and I have to stop at 3. Okay. Then we are going to continue on tomorrow.